the first day of a new year, and I'm going to take you to Matthew chapter 1, verse 1, as a way to start things off, because what it says is this is the book of the genealogy of Jesus. Now, guess what the word for genealogy is? You're never going to believe it. It's the word Genesis. It's the book of Genesis of Jesus Christ. Matthew wants to tie the birth of Jesus, the life of Jesus, all the way back to God's plan in creation. Before there was a world, God was there in the beginning. Jesus was there in the beginning. And so Matthew wants to tie Jesus to that. So does John, who famously says, in the beginning was the Word. And each of the Gospels wants to connect Jesus to Genesis. I want to start, though, with Matthew here, because it's important that you see this, the book of the Genesis of Jesus. Yes, it does mean the genealogy. Yes, it does mean the birth. But the idea is that God is giving birth to something in your life. There's a book that has been written that has God's plan for you in it, and He's giving birth to something. I really believe that this year God is doing something new. God is taking so many of us from where we were into a new phase, into a new place, into a new job, into a new circumstance, into a new relationship. So many things that have been left behind need to be left, need to be abandoned, because the new has come. And this dividing verse between the Old Testament and the New Testament is a testimony that something new has started. Matthew's phrasing is to remind you of Genesis chapter 5, where it talks about the book of the genealogy of Adam. But the fact is this is the book of the genealogy of Jesus. He refers to this again in verse 18 when he says, this is now the birth of Jesus Christ. The Genesis, it actually really uses the word Genesis there. In verse 1, it is Genesis, but now we have Genesis. And so the connection is unmistakable. And I want to just encourage you to see that the new thing that God has started is a new birth. It's as if everything is brand new. It's as if this year God has released all the things that wanted to cling to you from the negative, from the accusations, from the habits, all of those things. There's a cutting off of the old, and something new has begun. I really feel like that it's going to be true for me. I know it's going to be true for you, because here's the point. God is saying that in 2026, there is a divine plan that everything has been building towards. 2025 was a year where we had judgment, where we had division, where we had a separation of the sheep and the goats and the clean from the unclean. Here in this year, we're going to be having this new thing, this new start, this new life, this new plan. I am believing that the revival that we've been praying for is emerging, has been given birth to, and that the birth pangs that we have had from 2025 are now over, and there's a birthing of the plan, the purpose, the destiny of your life. One of the things that I need you to just look around and see is, how has Jesus already been there? How has He already prepared the ground? How has He given you the ability to arrive and see the thing that has been waiting for you to come, waiting for you to take your place, waiting for you to rise up and take the prophetic word that you wondered, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? And God says, it's happened. It's here now. Not everything looks like, what we thought it was going to be. But if you have the eye of faith and you see for yourself that God has begun something, that thing is the blessing. One of the things that we always forget when we talk about the birth of Jesus is that when God became man, the incarnation, the most amazing event to ever happen up to that time, The entire town of Bethlehem slept through the whole thing. God does extraordinary things in a very ordinary way. In that case, angels announced to shepherds outside of town what has happened because they couldn't keep the news to themselves. I'm saying what God's plan for you is may look ordinary, but this is a year of something big for all of us. And that means you take it, let your Genesis rise up to be a miraculous creation of the plan, the purpose, and the will of God for your life in Jesus' name.